Hello, hello, hello. This is Cyborg.
And Bumblebee.
And today we're going to be talking about betrayal.
We're going to be talking about Ultimate Black Panther issue number 17.
Ultimate betrayal. But before we get into that, this is a really good read. I like the artwork, definitely. It's pretty cool. Go ahead.
So, last issue was us following and seeing what Storm and T'Challa were up to. This issue is us seeing what Okiye and Erik Kilmonger are up to.
Betrayal.
The beginning of the first page of the issue shows us that Black Panther has a whole bunch of different Black Panther suits, which I think is cool.
Kind of like Iron Man with his many suits.
Yeah, pretty much. And, you know, Killmonger tries one of the masks on, and she's like, nah, wearing a mask doesn't suit you.
Okiye, I know her ass.
How does it feel?
How does the crown feel?
No, she said, how does the mask feel?
I know what she said, but I also know what she meant.
And then they get an alert from Shuri.
Beep, 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 beep.
Apparently, the machine men are in Africa, and they have taken over one of the American mines that's near Wakanda. So they're kind of a little apprehensive, and they've taken hostages.
Shoot up. Let's ride.
So Wakanda's top officials are discussing this, and Okiye asks for his opinion, and he's like, it seems like they need our help. I mean, the American forces are going to come, but they need our help. It seems like they might need our help now. So let's go.
Let's ride.
And Okoye's like, I agree. We should go.
Ain't no time like the present. Let's roll.
And he said, you know, you're up for it? And she said, yeah, pretty much.
Gather the I can't say that name.
The Dora Milaje.
Gather the Dora. What she said. And let's go.
So they head to this location. Okiye, who kind of looks like she's in a Black Panther suit. Or, well, not kind of. She is in a Black Panther suit, it looks like.
More or less, but yeah.
She goes in, searches for the hostages, while Erik Kilmonger and the rest of the Dora Milaje kind of take out the machine men. They get the hostages out, and they make it back home victorious.
Safe, sound, and more.
Mm-hmm. And then
the betrayal.
Okiye and Kilmonger are in the throne room. They're talking.
Why are they in the throne room alone together?
She's asking him, you know, what is your vision for Wakanda?
I have no rights to do that.
But she says, it don't matter. You have a vision, don't you? Tell me. And
the betrayal.
He pretty much explains to her that, you know, in his vision, T'Challa's going to take care of the vibranium, but he fears that Wakanda's walls are going to go back up and that the rest of the world is just going to suffer. And in his vision, Wakanda just takes over the rest of Africa and just sprawls out. That's his vision.
I agree with taking over the rest of Africa, but leave everything else where it lies.
And you know, helping the people, because they're living a very, you know, technologically advanced life compared to the rest of Africa, it seems like. So sprawling Wakanda out is going to help the continent.
It would, most definitely. But the betrayal.
And then Erik and Okiye get very close.
Too close for comfort.
And then bam! The Vodou Khan come and are like, the prophecy must be fulfilled.
Some sea blockers.
Yeah. And they kind of separate the two, knock them out. They're kind of using their vibranium powers against Okiye.
Telling Okiye she will not birth the child of light.
They said that there must be no one to challenge the child of light. So I guess in theory, if they were to have continued, they might have had a child, and that would have been someone to challenge the child of light. That, according to their prophecy, we've been speculating since the beginning.
Yeah,
that Storm and T'Challa are going to have a child, and that's going to be the child of light.
Yeah. So what? They Okiye and Killmonger going to have the child of darkness.
I don't know, but
I really hope they don't do that, because if so, Marvel, I want my check.
But it would be someone to challenge for the throne.
Correct.
Because technically, that would that would still be the son of the queen, and if she were to have tried to pass it off as T'Challa's, that would also technically be.
I mean, technically, she can get kicked off the stand for a queenship.
I mean, I don't know what the rules are, but
because
the Vodokhan didn't like that they were getting close.
If it's what I think it is, it runs into T'Challa's family, not Okoye's family.
True.
So if T'Challa says she ain't the queen no more.
I mean, but that's the thing. Like, if she were to have gotten pregnant and then like try to pass it off as T'Challa's, and like everyone thought it was T'Challa's, that would definitely be someone that could challenge.
I see. If we go that route, then yes.
But they're preventing that.
Correct.
And just in time as they're gonna, I don't know if they were gonna try to kill Okoye, but they were definitely hurting her. But what's her name?
The magic lady.
Inan, the sorcerer supreme, bursts through the window and kind of.
I have just awakened from a long slumber.
She comes in. It's like, I saw in the meditation what they were gonna do. So I'm maybe they were gonna kill her in this moment, but Inan prevented that. But and I don't know where she sent the Vodokhan, but they kind of went into a portal. I don't know where they went, but they gone.
Well, they not here no more, so I don't think it really matters.
But as they get sucked into the portal, they're like, the prophecy cannot be stopped. And then Inan passes out from using. She obviously not at her full power. Either that or whatever she just did took a lot out of her.
Yeah. So.
Although technically, I think in the other book they were saying that while she was in her meditation, she wasn't eating or anything.
No.
So she
ain't got no energy.
Yeah.
She used what little energy she did have left.
And then Erik Kilmonger's like, bring in all the people you trust. Wakanda's falling. Let them know that there's a new king. And he sits on the throne, and that's how the book ends.
The betrayal. First he tries to take his wife, then he takes his throne. Betrayal. No.
Let me get my point out. Now, I'm not entirely sure. He could just be doing this because, things need to be handled and he's not actually trying to take the throne, or he's actually trying to take the throne. I don't know. Obviously, one is worse than the other, but it could be either way until we know more. It could be either one. It could go either way, in my opinion.
Betrayal.
Yes. I mean, well, yeah. They didn't kiss, but they almost did, and yeah. They would have if they weren't interrupted.
Betrayal. That's why I'm leaving it. You guys have to read it for yourself. But this was a very good issue. I liked it. I'm pretty sure you will as well. Check out your local comic book store. And if by some reason you can't, you can also check out the app.
The Marvel Unlimited app.
Where you can watch wherever, whenever, with whoever. Check it out. Be safe. Love you. Peace.